Well, if you take a shit-fit Nereus and you fly through Idama, the gankers in that system will send you crying for your mama. Yes, it's time for a shit-fit roundup. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Evelings, it's time for another episode of one of my favorite things, a shit-fit roundup. Here we go. So I have 4 amazing shit-fits to share with you today. Actually, I want to start with the Nereus shit-fit here. Okay, so I got an email the other day from a guy, and he said, sorry I failed your delivery contract, my hauler got blown up. And I was like, no problem, it happens. It was a bunch of junk anyways, and he paid the collateral, so I came out ahead, and I feel bad for him, but what are you going to do, right? And then I checked the kill board. This is what he was flying in when he died. All right, so let's talk about this. This is a Nereus, which is an industrial ship that transports stuff around. But if you're going to, he had an insane amount of stuff in his cargo hold in this thing. And you're not going to go anywhere in this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Like, he probably flew through Uidama, big gank system. They saw you had a giant cargo hold and this disgusting fit. And probably were like, let's get this guy. But he actually died in a 0.9 system, which makes this even worse, right? Because the Concord response in those systems is almost instantaneous. So somebody basically alpha'd this thing off the field because it is hot garbage. Let's talk about this fit. It's got an afterburner on it. I don't know why. Usually you put micro warp drives up here. He certainly has the fitting space for it. It's got a small shield booster 1, which will do you absolutely no good in a gank. You have a shield boost rate of 13 per second. Impressive. And then he's got an empty mid slot because this dude is serious business and he doesn't have time to fill up every mid slot on a ship. Okay, so stop bothering him. And then this is an enduring multi-spectrum shield harder, so he can keep it on the whole time that he's dying. And then a small shield extender 1, which, if I remember correctly, should not be put on any ship ever. So, you could have done something much nicer up here. Here's 2 of my favorite mods that I warn about in my top 5 fitting basics video, which is compact power diagnostic systems. And not just one. He put that on, he put a couple of stabilizers on, and then he was like, I want another one of those. Those are great. So he put another one on, even though it's completely useless on this build. Again, these are made to boost passive shield fits, and this is by no means a passive shield fit. Okay, it has a small shield extender and 1 medium core defense extender. It's not passive shield. His passive regen is 12. That's actually somewhat impressive. I expected a single-digit number. Okay. At least he's got a damage control, but it's a damage control 1. No. Watch my video about how Tech 1 modules are traps, all right? The medium EM shield reinforcer, this is the only thing that makes sense on this entire build because it fills the EM damage resist hole that all shield tanks have. So good on you, guy. And then medium core defense field extender 1. Fine, whatever. This is a hauling build where you will get blown up, and this guy totally did. All right, here's a Blackbird that somebody dropped through me. Dropped through my chat one day. The Blackbird is a ship that's bonused for ECM target jammers, and you will notice that this fit contains 0 ECM target jammers. So right off the bat, you got to be a little suspicious. I don't know if this is a troll build or somebody. It's hard to tell, right? Like, it's hard to tell if it's just somebody trolling with the build, like, here's my Blackbird build, or if they honestly have no clue what they're doing, right? The line is very thin there. So it's got a salvager on it. Okay, I don't know why. Blackbird is pretty much a PvP ship. There might be some very limited PvE stuff. Maybe high-end incursions use a Blackbird. I actually have no idea. But having a salvager on it is kind of stupid. It's not bonused for any sort of weapon system, so I guess you could put autocannons on it. Sure, why not? Usually if you're a Caldari pilot, you're into the missiles more, but this is perfectly fine. Let's see. Ooh, hey, I didn't realize it was all filled with junk in here. They must have been doing some looting. Depleted uranium. Let's see what kind of stuff that gives us. Okay, so whatever. This is a fine ammo for these guys here, and we've got a little hole filling here with the shield amps. And a couple of the tank on this is not awful, right? You've got the medium thing, and you've got this. But hey, look, here's another power diagnostic system that I can't imagine they need. This is not a passive shield tank; it's active. And this module, I swear to God, everybody loves this. Is it the icon? It looks cool, I guess, but these are stupid. Don't use these. They need to be used in a passive shield fit. If you can put together a good argument for why you should use these in anything but a passive shield fit, be my guest, but I won't buy it. Counterbalance compact gyro stabilizer. At least that's the right booster for these guys. I've seen, magnetic field stabilizers down here with projectiles up here, which doesn't do anything at all. Damage control 1. Oh, it's so painful. Use the meta modules, people. They're 1,000 times better and usually 1,000 times cheaper. And no rigs, because we don't want to bother with rigs in our PvE Blackbird. At least it's cheap, I guess. So when it inevitably blows up, you don't lose much, but it also doesn't do anything. Any other ship is better than this. You could fit any other ship the same way, and it would be better than the Blackbird. Okay, not any, but I hyperbolize for fun. Okay, so ship fit number 3 is a Myrmidon this time, and it's not awful, but it's definitely bad, right? You've got, I don't know why there's only 2 guns on it. Maybe they forgot that they can put 3 guns on it and have plenty of fitting space left. So they've already got an empty high slot for no reason. Or at least put a 3rd one of these on for fun, even though that boosts your drone control range farther than your targeting range, but whatever. You can do what you want when you're making a ship fit. Missing a 3rd rig. And then it's got just silly amounts of cap stability, right? I talk about this in my cap stability video, and I'm going to talk about it here too. You should be able to be cap stable with just your tank mod on. And that means you can cut 2. Yeah, I think I guess I would just leave 1 recharger, right? Because that gives you even more fit space with this battery gone. You could have 2 more free slots in the mids to do whatever you want. Omnidirectional tracking link 1, fine. Use the meta module. Don't use Tech 1 modules. They're traps. This is what makes me the most sad, though. God, I love this drone bay so much. This is a drone bay full of 29 hobgoblins, in case you lose 24 of them. 5 mining drones and 5 salvage drones. For some reason, I love this drone bay. It's just so classic. So that means even with ammo loaded, what do they have? So these aren't Tech 2, so you got to use whatever antimatter in the things. This leaves us with a Myrmidon that maxes out at 160 DPS, which is just depressing because the Myrmidon can field 4 heavies. And so filling the bay with lights is so stupid. Again, you can save 2 slots here by just not being quite this cap stable, especially for a PvE fit. Like this is clearly a PvE fit, right? Oh, let's talk about this. Trimark armor pump, right? This is a PvE fit Myrmidon because it doesn't have a scram or a web or any sort of thing. And it's got local reps. So it's most likely somebody who's PvEing in this. So you don't need the buffer to your armor unless you don't need it. All right. So this is a complete wasted rig as well. The control circuit, fine. We could probably cut that too. What if we cut the rigs and we check out if we can be cap stable with just our armor on with what over here? If we cut the battery, we go down to that. If we cut one of these guys, we go down to that. So it depends on kind of what you want to free up. I guess I'd rather free up a rig, I suppose. So this gives us 1 free mid, 3 free rigs. We still have a free high. These double, secure magnetic backup. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Let's learn together, shall we? Oh, it's a sensor strength boost. What? Why? You don't want to be probed down while you're okay. So high magnetometric sensor strength means that it's harder to probe you down with combat probes, and you also can't be jammed by ECM. But don't worry, this Blackbird wouldn't have ever been able to jam you anyway, because he is a silly Billy. So this mod's a waste, because if you're PvEing, you don't care about either of those things, I don't think. At least not enough to waste a whole low slot on a Myrmidon on it. And this signal amp, this also gives you a bonus to sensor strength, but you can get, a little bit of scan res and a little bit more lock range. I guess I'm okay with this because they fit double drone links up here. They wanted their targeting range to be about the same. This is a almost perfect match. So kudos on this. DDA2, fine. But coprocessor 2, again, now I talk about this with like reactor cores and power diagnostic systems and other fitting modules that I can't believe people need. Now, you start the game with 4 points in CPU management and 4 points in power grid management. There's just no way that this needs to be here. Like I know I have really good skills, and I know we're missing 2-3 mods, but this can't possibly mean the difference between being able to fit and not being able to fit. I'm so confused about that. So let's do what this guy should have done, and let's see if we can fix this a little bit. All right, so we probably should have a couple DDAs on here, and we should not have 29 hobgoblins. We shouldn't have mining drones. Let's keep the salvage drones. Let's say we like salvage drones, which we don't. But this kind of stuff here, and not everybody can fly Tech 2s, but whatever. We're just going to put them in there. All right, so put a couple ogres in there and stick some hammerheads in there. And so even if we do this, like, this is already 550 DPS. It's insane. We can also do this and get the same. So 3 heavies and 2 mediums is the same as 4 heavies. But so depending on what you want to load out, yeah. So I've changed almost nothing, and this is already a better ship even with the empty stuff. Like, you're just in better shape. Oh, actually, I had even more DPS than that, 588, because we're using this, triple this. And then you can do whatever you want with the rigs now. I suggest a nano pump because this thing gets a boost to armor repair rate, and you can just really get to go through the roof pretty easily. And then, why not like something to fill in your explosive hole, like this. This is fairly standard, right? One of these guys. We can get like a nano pump. We can put on, I don't know what. Who cares? Let's put on like a multi-spectrum just in case we get in trouble. Now it's down there, right? We're getting close to fit space now, but like now if you need the CoPro, it's not a big deal. I like this Omni, but we don't have any scripts in here, so that's another problem, right? So we want to say used with. Pop one of these in, pop one of these in, just so we have, tracking speed is going to be the one that you're going to use more, but, you can do that. Now you can put whatever you want in here. Put in this. I like this guy. I like target painters. They're fun. But let's put in a meta module because we are not noobs. I don't think I can use target painter 2s yet. Nope, still 2 days away from target painter 2, but why not, right? So yeah, now we're bumping up against this, so maybe people are going to need a processor overclock in the rigs just to get past that, right? But this is the place where you should be solving your fitting problems, I think, on a Myrmidon, because it's armor and because every low slot is so darn important for damage and armor stuff. I think you should solve your fit problems over in the rigs if possible. Anyway, that's ship fit 3. All right, it was real shitty. Let's look at the last ship fit, which is actually one of my own. I was digging through my old stuff just to see what I was doing in the past, and this is my favorite. I think the idea behind this was that I was going to probe down MTUs, blow them up, and then go away. So the first thing we can cut from this fit, it's not the worst thing ever, but we can get rid of a couple of things from this. Right? So we can get rid of the micro warp drive altogether. I'm pretty sure. When you scan it down, you warp pretty much right to it. So that saves us a decent amount of fit space right there. Cargo Scanner 1, I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't take that much space, but it does cost an entire mid slot, so we can kind of probably get rid of that. And when's the last time you scanned down an MTU and it was empty, right? Like who comes and collects their MTU stuff and then just leaves the MTU? Like, this is not necessary. You don't need to know if there's stuff in the MTU. You just need to blow it up. And what that means is, at this point in my build life, I hadn't decided about cap stability yet. And I was like, well, darn it, I want my micro warp drive on the whole time. So I just crammed this on and this on, right? So these can both go as well, which means I have just an insane amount of mid slots. But what this also means is that, for now anyway, my fit space is better. Uh-oh, Tech 1 module, noob alert. I probably built this like 4 or 5 years ago. This is stupid. So we can probably get rid of one of these. Maybe another one. Nah, that pushes us a bit over the limit. This probe launcher is serious business. The cargo hold optimization, honestly, is probably not necessary either. So processor overclocks, a couple of those. Let's see what's the least amount of processor stuff I can get away with. So let's go back into here. Why not? Let's see how many CoPro 2s I need. So if I just use up my lows, then I'm okay, and I have all my rigs. But I kind of want more mag stabs and maybe some drone DDA. So can I get it solved over here? Small processor overclock 2 and 1. You can, oh no, you can't have a 2 and a 1. I thought you could. Oh, maybe not on the Synesis. That's weird. So what if I do one of those there and one of these. And now I can get it done. And I still have a low left over. Actually, let's put this into a compact. And this into a compact. And yeah, I still need both. In fact, I need even more over here. So I guess we do need double ones. Okay, so there. Okay, so now I've got a couple of these compact ones on here so that I can blow stuff up. I don't really have a lot of room left for anything else, which is on this ship is probably okay. So I've got, 280 DPS to blow the thing up and get out of there, which is not bad. So then mid slots, you can do whatever you want with those. It's hard because I don't have a lot of fit space left. So let's see what's even an option right now. Probably not much. Okay, I can have a civilian afterburner. So why not? And that's all I can have. That's all you get. A civilian afterburner, just in case maybe you have to burn this fat boy over to an MTU or orbit it or something. I don't know why you would. If it's a trap and you're going to die anyway, so whatever. But this is another example of me trying to fit a Synesis to just do everything. And I love the Synesis so much. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. That's Shit Fit Roundup number 3. I hope you learned something about fitting ships, what not to do, what to do. I've had people comment on videos in the past where they said, you got this wrong. Here's why this person probably did this. I love stuff like that because I make mistakes. In fact, I'm going to apologize for my passive shield regen calculations in one of the forthcoming videos. So, yeah, for now, just, be good. And I will see you on the next Aries Gaming. Please like and subscribe if you made it this far into my ship fit. I love you. I hope you liked my theme song. I wrote it myself with my own 3 hands. And I will see you next time on Aries Gaming. Bye-bye.